Hi guys, so this is me with my second ever Borderlands 3 video. This is a video and a visual demonstration of what it's like to go through the trial of cunning. It's over and over and over again. Mind you, this is just one run. I've been doing it, when I'm done here it will be 4 days. Trying to get the Vulpine Rakk attack class mod. I've gotten some good stuff from doing this, but holy smokes, having to do the entire trial over and over and over again. I've gotten pretty fast at it. I could do it with 22 minutes left, but it's a grind. It's a total grind. I wish I had a different character to put something on. I find Bose with the latest update is not very useful anymore, so I'm using Fl4k, and my other characters I started at Amara. It's still level 1, I haven't gone anywhere, and I have a Zane at level 17. So here you see me starting the trial, and I've got it memorized, so if anybody wants to watch this, they can find out just by watching this where everybody spawns. You'll actually see me run the spots looking for the bad guys to spawn, but they haven't spawned yet because I'm moving too fast. I will admit I did glitch out the gun a little bit to give it a bit more firepower, because it's already frustrating enough to have to do this thing 300 times or more, but to have to be killed over and over and over again, I just couldn't handle it. So that's all I glitched out. This is Mayhem Mode 4. I did have to switch up my build because I was using a Rakk attack build that I saw somebody else do. And it had the spider ant, and you weren't being revived by it, and you weren't gaining any health. So I chose to switch it up and go more with the Fl4k generates health as he's moving. I changed it from a spider ant to the jabber. I have the jabber come and revive me if I fall down, and it's I just found the spider ant was always getting in my way. I couldn't. Especially when I was downed, and there was no targets in the immediate vicinity, it was always a spider ant directly in front of me, attacking the thing I needed to shoot, and I couldn't see, and I couldn't move fast enough. So I just said screw it and reset everything. So as you see, you'll see me panning around because I know when they're coming and where they're coming from. The anointed perk on this Rowan's Call is the after action skill, and you get 2 clips of cryo. So I'm using that. I'm using just triggering that. It's not really doing anything. I've only seen it freeze enemy in place like once out of the hundreds of runs I've done so far. Hopefully it'll end sometimes this lifetime. Yeah, so I'm getting to this part. You'll see that I'm anticipating because I know where everybody's going. How do you guys feel about having Mayhem Mode 4? I like it. It's different. I'm able to do it, but it's it's much more time consuming, you know. And since I'm new to Borderlands, I spent the first couple months just grinding, getting all the legendary guns. I didn't know anything about class mods or artifacts or anything like that outside of the main story at the very beginning, so I didn't put any emphasis on it. So now that this has come out, I'm kind of behind the 8 ball and scrambling to get proper stuff so I can actually do the Malon takedown, which I have tried and got nowhere. And you see, as usual, the jabber's right there. He's helping me instead of blocking me like the stupid spider. And once you get used to it and you memorize where everything is, it actually becomes insanely fast. You can do this in with 22, 23 minutes left. It does help that I did overpower the Rowan's Call, just to save some frustration. And, because it bounces the bullets back, and it ricochets back to your magazine, you're basically never at ammo. I just find the Lucian's Call, I find it too shaky. I find it harder to hold it on targets, but maybe that's just me. With this, I find it pretty easy to hold it down sight, and I have it set under the stalker tree, so, or, I can't remember the names of the trees. I have it set to Megavore, so everything is a critical hit. But as you see, it becomes a predictable thing. I hope it ends sometime soon. I'm looking forward to the new downloadable thing, the Handsome Jack Moxie DLC. This is my first time really doing this kind of stuff. I've always been more of a sports guy, coming from NHL hockey and baseball and football games. I used to play all the role-playing and all that stuff, but I never played Borderlands. This is my first experience with it. I really like it. It has its goods and its bads. The bad is that it takes too bloody long from time to time. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're getting cut down all the time. At one point, this is quite a few anointed ticks. I've literally... Ticks. They should be a tick because they're really annoying and they get under your skin. I've had literally like 5 of them jump on me as soon as I walked into the arena once, and it just drove me like, what the hell is going on? I was like instant hit. There's nothing I could do. Everywhere I turn, I'm getting blasted. And again, Jabber there to save my butt. And now I know as soon as I hit him, this little section is done, so I'm going to start running over to the other section, because I know they're going to start piling off the spaceship. And I know one of these guys, I think he comes running from the bottom, sets up the machine gun. So I usually try to get there before he even runs. But sometimes I get there, sometimes I don't. If I don't get there, you'll see him pop up. It's like just as I arrive. And the hardened tank is always, it's either a little guy, a scatter shot, or a hardened tank that comes out there. I think it's a scatter shot first, and then the hardened tank after that. Yeah, I didn't even realize the guy was right there, right in my grill. But it was nice. I needed the second one. Thank you for providing it. And it feels like it took forever, but it's just seconds. And that machine gun got set up, so I have to take that out. It's not that hard, especially with an overpowered weapon. Sometimes I'll stand here and try to take out the guys at the very top, like the Vortex Goon. I'll take him out and the cannon out if they're both going. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. A lot of the time I just come to this side. Again, if anybody wants to use this as a guide to how to get through this with pinpointing where all the bad guys are and when they come out, go right ahead. I just hope it ends sometimes. I hope I get the thing sometimes. It's very tiring. I want to have a life. I don't want to be farming for the rest of my life. And I really hope it actually does something. You know, I don't want to have done this and go, oh yeah, sure. It does 5 points more damage than what it did before. Wow. But again, this has yielded some really good class mods for Amara, for bows, and for Fl4k's. So I've gotten some few good stuff. I've gotten anointed guns doing this. I've gotten some grenades. Yeah, so it hasn't been a total waste. Here at the very end, you're going to see what I'm going to do. This is just what I call blast off. We're just going to blast each other as hard as we can. So boom, 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 boom. He's almost gone. See, he does that. I hit him with the Rakk attack, which I don't even... does virtually nothing. So, again, blast off. And I can't remember the name of that gun. Somebody can tell me if you want. But it's hardly worth the effort that I just put through. My hands are starting to swell from all this gaming. Something which I normally don't do. I kind of gave up gaming, but I'm grateful to Borderlands for getting me back into it. And here, the rewards.
So you found me some loot?
An infinity pistol, and Roizen Thorns. I take the infinity pistol, but I leave the Roizen Thorns because I already got like 5 of them. By the way, if anybody wants a Lyuda, I have like 15 of them. I get like 5 a day, so if somebody wants one, just let me know. They come in all flavors. And I have tons of cryo. I don't need tons of cryo. So this is my first edited version of a YouTube video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to quickly show you my loadout. Roman's Call, Maggie, Protuberance, the best shotgun in the game. That friend bot, which gives five extra grenades. The Transformer, best shield in the game. Maggie, awesome. You know, that's my loadout. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And please help me. I want this to end. Please, please, please.